with opinions and options from left to right, it is easy to lose yourself and fall back behind. Making no decision and not standing behind it with confidence will make you stagnate and hold you back from personal growth and opportunities. Without the belief in your choices, it's impossible to make an impact. It's nice to have people who believe in you, but what if these people are not always there or change their opinion? The first person you have to convince is yourself. Not your parents, not your teachers, not your friends. Convince yourself, and everything follows. Action is way more powerful than talk. You can try to talk positive to yourself or in the mirror as much as you want. If you don't take action and create evidence for yourself, you will not be stable. Also, many of us, once we become more self-aware, will realize that we are trapped in lower frequencies like shame, guilt, overthinking, or fear. The only way out of it, and it sounds really simple, is action. Do something. I also struggle with the question, what should I paint? Especially when I go for an oil painting. I make watercolor studies, sketches, put together all sorts of references, throw things away, do it over. And a few days pass until I make the decision, what should I paint and what the size should be, what colors and so on. And then I begin to build my canvas and finally paint. Throughout this video, while I'm painting, I will show you a reference that I took that supported me for this painting.
I am so nervous. I haven't painted an oil painting for a whole year.
Something else that I want to put in your heart is to work on silence, to not seek for any validation from people during the process. If you have one person you believe they can encourage you, you can share it, great. But what I hear from a lot of artists and myself is once we share a project, we drop it. Why the sudden mood change? That's dangerous. Stick to something, do it in silence, follow through, and then you can share it. I am most productive when I am for a few hours completely isolated. And within these few hours, I get work done, which takes me days. We all have phases where something is not working out, but someone who has passion for something and is obsessed about something, it doesn't matter if something is not working yet. That's the beauty of someone who's passionate about it, because you don't really care about the validation from outside. You began because it was fun for you. It brought a reason to continue with this life. You created a reason for yourself to continue. I want to remind you to take yourself out as well while painting at home, get some fresh air and see some beautiful things outside to be inspired for your painting process.
The sand is so clean. And look at the clouds. Wow. This place looks nice. Yeah, just sit between these rocks. This is so cute for summer. I love it. It's so fresh. It's also my first time having a bed sheet like this. It's usually the other way around. Good morning. The face is almost done. I'm going to continue to paint the leopard. I always said leopard because in German we say leopard. This is my painting palette. I have to clean it because it's too messy and I need a fresh start to correct the face, and I also need a whole new palette for the leopard because it's going to be this type of brown gold, and here I mostly have skin tones and a bit for the leaves and the hair. Each area of a painting has a dedicated palette. The colors of my bed sheet used to be these pinks and with a leopard printed blanket. I used these things as a reference picture. I had a leopard scarf and I just put it on my lap, and this golden belt as well. I think it's really fun to experiment and also be inspired by your own environment. That's what you have to do for your own paintings. And you know, we can get so lost in the internet because there are so many possibilities.
There are also so many possibilities for how you can live from your creative work. And one option I would always recommend is opening an online shop through Shopify. Setting up your online shop is easier than you might think. You don't need any coding experience. I use Shopify since over a year, and what I love is that you can easily access analytics and track your shop's performance, including where your customers are shopping from and other helpful statistics. Millions of entrepreneurs throughout the globe use Shopify. You can start as a single person like me. Shopify can grow with you. With Shopify Point of Sale, you can even bring your sales into the real world. Use tools like the Tap and Chip Reader to sell seamlessly at multiple stores and pop-up events. If you decide to open an online shop, I 100% recommend choosing Shopify. Start and grow your own business with a free trial at shopify.com/ValerieLin. Click the link in the description box or scan the QR code to get started. I also love to integrate the style of my watercolor paintings into my oil paintings. When you have a look how she looks here, I'm going to copy some aspects into this painting. For example, her head here is way higher and it fits to her face. These are sometimes happy accidents. Happy accidents happen when I paint with watercolor. It's more loose, it's more playful, and oil is more controlled and direct. When I say you should become a better decision maker, I also mean you should become the leader of your own life. You need to be someone you can trust and rely on. That's incredibly important. Also, when you apply for jobs or want to work with people, they should see that you can stick to a plan and are stable. Have a goal, a promise, or some kind of direction you can move toward. The movement, the action, is far more important than the goal itself. The goal will happen, and I promise you, as long as you keep moving, the goal will be better than your imagination could ever envision. This is the beauty of life when you move intentionally forward and not back and forth. You gain self-respect and the respect of others in addition, especially when you truly mean what you say. I'm going to darken this area and we'll have this value. I'll need some gloves this time because I want to do it fast. Okay, here's my I also like the pattern. Let me show you. It's not that much, but when I use a sponge, I have to take some gloves. The tool you use leaves patterns on your painting, and these patterns also contribute to the artwork, to the material. This is a dress and it has, I have to show how the lines are flowing. The way you brush, you know, it wouldn't make any sense if I would do this. It would be interesting, but it's not realistic. It would be interesting, you can also do it, but I'm going for something else. That's cool. Put it a bit back so you can see the painting. I'll go to the museum tomorrow and I'm going to paint the base color of this leopard already. I'm not going to wait till tomorrow. I love to be in this flow mode because I get fearless, you know, you just do the things really fast without any worries. I'm not going to procrastinate the leopard. We are going to do this now. Okay, I have my color on my sponge. Let me zoom in. This is blue. I'll take the other side and smudge it like this. I'm going to paint a lot of dots on the leopard, so the colors underneath have to be right. Okay, here are the eyes. Why did I do this? Wait, it doesn't make sense. Okay. Sometimes I have to move the camera and I just get out of what I was doing before. Oh, here. I'm not just painting, I also move the camera all the time. I have to interrupt my painting process. Also, before I go to the museum tomorrow, I have to remove my nails. They are too long. I can't edit with longer nails. I feel uncomfortable. It was really beautiful, but you can see time has passed and it has grown out. I will remove it, go for a walk, and then edit for hours on my PC. I am back with shorter nails. I'm going to sit here now for a few hours and edit my YouTube video. The first thing that I do is I go over the video without any voiceover, just music and visual, and then I see if the visual is interesting enough, because my visuals also tell a story. These are separate scenes, okay? This is one scene where I take the color from a palette, I paint her arm. I paint the lower area, her shoulder, and then you see I was looking down and now I'm looking up, and I paint her neck. And this is something, a scene that does not fit. I will remove it because I replace it with a close-up. You see, this is so cool. Down, looking down, looking down, looking up, painting up, close, and more progress. Yes! Hey guys, I'm at the Kunsthalle in Hamburg. My all-time favorite artist is Lawrence Alma Tadema. And look how tiny he painted and how big. This is gorgeous. And you see the long paintings. No way. What is he doing here? I also know this painting. Oh, these paintings are so beautiful. Most of the time I come to museums to see paintings in real life that I've seen in pictures, and sometimes I like to be surprised and find something like Napoleon. It almost got boring because I'm really used to the old master paintings, but here's something new, look. I don't know where we're going, but we follow this line. Okay, crazy contemporary artists. This is part of an exhibition. Honestly, that's kind of cool. I like it because it's a giant ball. And it actually jumps, but it got stuck. That's cool. What is this? Oh my god, I thought that's a real person. You know, I used to hate contemporary art, but it makes my brain think and I like it. If you're depressed, go to a contemporary art exhibition. This is still a museum. Can make one and put it up there. This is so cool. each color has its own shape. I'm done. What was exciting to see the contemporary art, because I'm really used to the traditional art, and seeing that was really refreshing. Good morning, let's paint. Yesterday when I was at the museum, I saw a painting with a lot of details, and that inspired me to take this small brush. It's really tiny, and I'm using it for her face, for her eyelashes and lip details. I love it to go outside in between painting, because then you get ideas for the things that you're currently doing. For the leopard, I will clean an area of the palette. While painting, I go back like this and I look at the painting. This is such a delicious combination. I love it. I'm still running and going to the gym and everything, but I don't show it that often in my videos because it's a routine. But I want to remind you, stay healthy. This is so fun. I think I'm going to paint a pattern on her dress as well. It's like I'm a fashion designer. Thank you for spending time with me. See you in the next video.